Good morning, everybody. It's Hillary Ward here again from The Dream Unlocked. And I want to welcome you to the Actors Arsenal Move from Fear to Fuck It 14-day mini course. We are on day 12. Day 12, almost ready to wrap up here. I hope that you were able to take a really serious look at the places where perhaps you are running into resistance and start the process of setting the intention and then getting to work each day on overcoming that resistance. Just the practice of sitting down at the desk and writing, just the practice of learning a new monologue or a new dialect, just the act of showing up for yourself every single day before you are getting paid, before someone else tells you, you know what, you're really good at this. It already shows your commitment to your intention of turning pro, becoming a professional, and setting yourself on a course where this career will be something that is sustainable to you rather than a dream that feels farther and further away because you're trying to find the practical means to pay for your rent and pay for your bills. Okay, so today, what I want to discuss with you is the power of process. Okay? Process is so important. Yet often what happens is that people start, especially if it's something that they've never done before. So an actor decides that they want to write a feature film, or they want to develop a solo show, or a actor decides that they are going to change their representation and they're going to start calling agencies to see if they can get a meeting. What happens is they do it the first time, or they do it one time and maybe it doesn't go exactly how they were hoping to, or the person on the other end of the phone doesn't follow the script that you were hoping they would follow, whatever it is. And since it didn't go exactly as you were hoping, you bail on it. So that's like a child looking at a bicycle, getting on the bicycle for the first time, taking a few pedals, falling down, and then deciding, well, I guess that I'm not meant to ride a bicycle. I'll never be able to do it. So I couldn't do it from the first time that I got on it. So it's not for me. That would be absurd. If that was your child, if that was your little sister, you would say, no, you got to work at it. It's not something that you're going to get immediately. It takes a little time for you to get the balance. Then you got to learn how to pedal. Then you got to learn how to steer. Then you got to learn how to brake. But I'm going to be here with you. I'm going to help you along in the process. Okay? Process, process, process. It's so important. You would not get on the stage for the first time in rehearsals in a play you just got cast in, and the first time you get it on your feet, expect it to be good. So why do we as artists, as actors, expect to just be able to get it the first time that we try something new? All right? You cannot rush process. Not just great artists have processes, but I would say anybody who does something worth doing, they go through process. This is something I've been really interested in lately, and I've been watching and reading a lot about people that I really admire and their process. Just the other day, I was watching on Netflix Beyonce's Homecoming movie. And yes, it starts out with this amazing performance and she looks beautiful and there's the lights and there's the costumes and all of this. But what it then goes into is the 8 months it took to put together a 2-hour show. 4 months of music rehearsals, 4 months of dance rehearsals to do 2-hour shows. Guys, it doesn't happen by magic. It takes an incredible amount of hard work, of trial and error, of pushing this boulder up the hill, of trying something, figuring out that that's not working, going back to the drawing work, revising until you create something again, in collaboration with costumers and lighting designers and dancers and your band and your singers, right? To create something that's really, really special. Not to mention all of the photographers and the camera people who are putting all this together so they can edit it and make an experience for those of us who weren't there. So process. I want you to become interested in process. And if you find that you don't let yourself have a process, my suspicion is that you are suffering from the plague of perfectionism. All right? Perfectionism. And listen, guys, it takes one to know one. All right? I often am really impatient with myself because I want to get it right. I want to excel right away. I don't like the feeling of struggling. But struggling, that we've judged it as negative when it's just part of the process. I'm not going to be in struggle forever. It's just the path I have to go through in order to finally arrive at something that I'm really, really proud of at the end of that journey. So I want you to get really curious about process, okay? I want you to start watching documentaries on famous artists. I want you to start reading books about people who are willing to pull back the curtain and show you process. I finished Michelle Obama's book a little bit earlier this year, and I feel like, I mean, it's literally in the title, Becoming, but the whole book is about process. It's about her figuring out how to be her authentic self in a situation where her authenticity wasn't supported, it wasn't appreciated, or she was just put under this crazy microscope and she had to watch what she said, or felt like she had to watch what she said and did all the time. All right, so I want you to start investigating process and understand that it is not only typical, but it is essential to you getting to the places that you want to get. It's going to take trial and error. It's going to take your willingness to try something, see how it goes, and then to reconfigure the plan and try again and try again and try again. So your assignment, I want you to start to pay attention to your process, whether it comes to preparing your auditions, whether it comes to when you're trying to learn a new skill, or whether it comes to how the way you are trying to manage your career from a business perspective. Now, my guess is what's going to happen is some of you are going to realize you actually don't have a process, and that's fine. That's fine. Part of the courses that I've designed are to help you develop a process for yourself. So, I mean, I can share my process with you, but the bottom line is you're going to have to tweak that to your individual needs. So if what you find out from today's assignment is yet you actually don't have a process yet, that's good information. Don't beat yourself up about it. That's what you need to know. That is the place that you're going to start. So please, I want you to look at your process. I want you to practice some self-forgiveness. I don't want you to be hard on yourself. I don't want you to judge yourself for bailing on your process in the past. This is the day. Today, July 5th, 2019 is the day that you get to start a new path, that you get to say, you know what, I haven't been giving myself a chance to fail. I haven't been giving myself a chance to experiment, and that changes today because I'm a pro and this is what pros do, okay? So I'm gonna leave you with that. Remember, the replay of this class is going to be available through midnight tonight. To give a preview of tomorrow, we are going to talk about the power of intention, and then on Sunday, remember that class is going to be a little bit longer because I am going to be telling you about some courses I've designed to help you figure out process according, in regards to your work, specifically around auditioning, and also the practice of keeping yourself open and really working on your mindset so you can bring your most authentic self to every situation that you encounter. All right. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope that you had a safe holiday yesterday, and I will see you right here tomorrow at 10 a.m. All right, bye, everybody.